So Mel, he's sitting with the host. They sit and chat. Proposals are allegedly in a week. Do you think Mel's going to propose? He doesn't, to me, seem like the proposing type, but I
Whoa, I
mean,
can't
I
even
don't,
imagine him getting
me
down on
neither.
his knees and saying, "Are you ready?
I can't imagine
It's
that.
showtime."
Right. Anytime
Yeah.
they bring up proposals, I'm like, Mel, who are you kidding? All right, we're recording. Welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose, where together we'll uncover what we can learn about modern dating, love, and relationships from popular television. I'm Natasha, and it's Fantasy Suites week. Aside from Cindy and Peggy, there's only two other women on the planet who've been to a Golden Bachelor Fantasy Suite. One of them is here with me today. Please welcome to the show, Leslie Fhima.
Woo! Hi, Natasha. So glad to be here with you. I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm so
Thank you
excited
so much for having me.
I was so
Mhm.
excited you were so excited to come on. I was really flattered and excited that you like
Um,
answered our email immediately.
I was like, yes. I get
Yes.
asked for a lot of podcasts. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I'm sure.
Um, but I don't do them all.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So I feel very special today.
Oh.
Okay, so Mel here, he's down to his final two. We have Peg, we have Cindy. Were these two within your predictions? What were you thinking? Do you think it'd come down to these two ladies?
And to be honest, I kind of knew it was going to be these two in the beginning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah.
Just watching. They're all beautiful women. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all amazing. Just like our season, we all have
Yes.
these amazing stories and life that we've lived, and we all do amazing things. So it was just another group of really great women, and they're beautiful. And but I just had a feeling it was going to be these two. They're very opposite, but sometimes you want that yin and yang. I mean, we all have that part in us where like this person checks these boxes and that person checks those boxes. So
Right.
I think he got two women that are very different from each other, but probably speak to him as a whole,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I guess we'll be waiting to see which side he goes with, like which side speaks to him the most at this part of his life, I guess.
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. They're very different, which is interesting that he's down to these two.
Yeah.
So Mel is very different from Gary. He's been a very different Golden Bachelor. He's a bit more tight-lipped. He's a little bit more reserved. Gary was more emotional, vulnerable, talkative.
Which, you know what, you can say what you want about him, but he was a great lead. He was a great guy for all of us. He made us all feel very special.
Right.
He listened to us. He asked us good questions as much as, a lot of it's edited out. So when people say, oh, you only knew him for it, but there were a lot of conversations that weren't shown, but he was just and he was a gentleman, and he wore his heart on his sleeve, which, I think that makes good TV.
Yeah. That's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He was like kind of what you wanted in a lead, which is someone who will be very vulnerable and lead the pack on that.
Exactly. And, he had beautiful blue eyes. I loved his clothes. He looked amazing in everything he wore, as opposed to Mel. I'm sorry, but his clothes are just, I mean, I am not, because I know Carrie, the stylist.
Yes.
But you have, like, Carrie has styled me for things, but he'll say, what do you like? What's your style? And he's obviously, this is Mel's style.
Right.
So, I mean, can't get mad at Carrie, but
no.
but it's just not, Gary had really great style, and he looked really good all the time.
Yeah. Mel's not doing it for us. What do you make of Mel and the fact that he's a bit more reserved, he's a bit more stoic? He's the most reserved and stoic of a lead we've seen in a while. Do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of him?
I just feel that, obviously this is the personality. I mean, you're on camera and you're mic'd and all this stuff, and you have people telling you what to do and not to do, sometimes, not all the time. It's unscripted, but I suppose as a lead, I haven't been a lead yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
No. But I feel that, they probably get more direction, correct? Like whatever. I just feel like this is his personality, and it's going to take a strong woman to kind of chisel away at it. And I'm sure underneath, and maybe without the lights, camera, action thing, he's a little bit different.
Right.
But I mean, it's just harder to watch. I feel like a little uncomfortable watching it sometimes. I don't know. I'm just not, I mean, there was never dead space. Yeah, there was never dead space with Gary in any conversation. There's some dead space there. There's some, but again, it could be editing. I don't know. But
I do wonder if is it the cameras that make him uncomfortable? This is just
could be
how he is.
But, as a football player, he's been on camera. He's done things. I mean,
is true. Yeah.
So, but I feel like there's a rope, and I just want to keep pulling
pulling
the stuff out of him a little bit. Come on, Al, you're almost there. Come on, you're close.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He's not very forthcoming. And so that's what's made it hard, I think, as an audience for us to like really fall in love with him or really go there with him, because we don't really feel like we know him. And the finale's next week.
Exactly. I mean, be vulnerable, be open. I mean, there's certain things I understand that you may not want to share on national TV.
Right,
and I'll give you an example. Like when Gary was at my hometown, and I wanted him to meet my brother is a big part of my life, because he became my father when my father died at 16. I didn't say what my dad died of, but, I am an advocate for suicide prevention, and he died of suicide. And at that minute, I did want to say it. So maybe there's things he just doesn't want to say on camera. And I get that,
Yeah.
And just to be fair, but
true.
Kind of like I was listening to your episode with Natasha, and about his ex-wife marrying a woman, and maybe that was just not something he wanted to share.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I get that. Maybe he shared that in the overnights, or he kept it for the final two women. There are things that I told Gary that I would never stay on camera. So I kind of, I'm going to give him a little grace.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand. And that is the value of the fantasy suites, right? You get that much needed off camera time. Do you remember going into fantasy suites? Like what was like the top thing you couldn't wait to talk about with Gary off camera, if you feel comfortable sharing on camera?
Yeah, I really wanted him to know why I was divorced. I mean, in our season, not this season, but in our season, divorce was like a dirty 7-letter word. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It kind of was. I mean, it was all about being, having a spouse pass away.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I felt a little, I don't know, not judged, but I got judged a lot online after. I can't hold a relationship together. I don't know how to be married well. Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I didn't want to get divorced. I didn't want my husband to cheat on me.
Right.
I actually stayed with him for a long time, but then again, what kind of woman am I going to hang around for that? So, people don't understand. And I wanted to explain to him why both marriages didn't work out. And that was what I was really, looking forward to talking to him about. So he could get to know me better that way.
Nice. Yeah. I would think, getting into the depths of past relationships, I think politics, I think sex, like it's nice to have the cameras away and to really just unload.
Believe it, the politics was number one.
Yeah. Look at the times we live in. We need to know.
No, it was for me. It's a deal breaker. And whatever way I choose, I don't need to say it, but it was a deal breaker. And it's the first thing I said to him. Because I kind of knew before, because when the producers were talking to me, they asked me what my deal breakers were. And I said two things. And And I said, and believe me, it's okay. It's the other way. I'm not the girl, I shouldn't be on the show, because that's how strongly I'm embedded in my beliefs and my moral compass. And so, that was the first question. Second thing was talking about my divorce.
Yes. There you go. Yeah. So you got to go in with like an objective, because it's rare you get this moment off camera. So,
and then, we talked so long. I mean, then it just flows. And then he tells me a story and I tell him the story. You are up all night. I mean, it's definitely a very tiring day, or night, but it was worth it.
Worth it. Yeah. Well, I'm so excited you're here. As I said, not many women have made it to Fantasy Suites. And so to have your perspective is crucial for today's episode. And we'll definitely get into it. And, we're talking already, Fantasy Suites is such a pivotal moment in the journey. It was a very pivotal moment for you. You and Gary's journey kind of ended afterwards, and you kind of really exposed for us, the audience, like how important it is for the lead to really have a balance, to strike a balance of being vulnerable and creating closeness during Fantasy Suites, but also not giving too much validation, and then you lead somebody on. So we'll get into it. Mel is moving a little different than Gary, but it's like the complete opposite. But we'll definitely get into that. Okay, before we dive in to the recap, so speaking of Gary, I have to ask, so you've now dated 2 Garys. You've had 2 Garys in your life in the last 5 years. Gary from Bachelor
in Costa Rica.
Yes, exactly. Gary from Bachelor in Paradise. We all love Gary. What's good with Gary? What happened with Gary? What's going on with Gary?
I think that Gary and I, I adore him so much. I can literally call him probably one of my best friends. And I think, I mean, we had a great time in Bachelor in Paradise. Now, we didn't know that the game was going, or the show was going to end and it's a game. We thought, when he gave me the rose, I'm like, oh, what if someone else comes now? What am I, is that, because that's the way it goes, right? And so when they stopped it, we were like, oh, I guess we're together, but we were cool with it. And, we didn't have romantic feelings yet, but they were kind of, it's like when you're about to dive in a pool, you're there. And I felt like, listen, if we spent more time together, it could happen, I respect him. He makes me laugh. I think he's a good guy. We do have our different religions. We talked about that. So it's he was great. But then we went home and we couldn't really see each other. I'm like, I would love to come to Palm Springs, but we can't yet until the show ending.
Airs.
And then we went to Tahoe for an iHeartRadio event, and we spent hours talking. We actually stayed in the same Airbnb, me and Teresa and Gary. We had a great time. Yeah.
Wow.
We had a great time. It was a huge house. I mean, we weren't in the same bedroom.
Right.
But we talked a lot. We stayed up at night talking and talking and talking. And I think we just maybe decided that we're just, right now it's just good friends. And,
better as friends.
Subsequently, he went on to find, it seems like, the love of his life, a woman in his church. So,
I missed this. Okay, Gary.
Yeah. So I think it's okay. Every step along the way brings you to the next step.
Yeah.
And I respect him so much, and I adore him.
Yeah.
So
he seems very lovable. Such a fan favorite. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Just was always like, what's going on with Gary? Anybody got Gary?
I know. Yeah. He was fun, and we had a great time.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Speaking of the other Gary is all over the Golden Bachelor Gary, all over the news, the press today. His tell-all book is out. Are you going to read this tell-all book? Have you read it? Are you going to?
I have not read it. I have read excerpts from it. I feel that I don't know if I want to read it. I mean, I have read the chapter about me. he actually sent me the chapter a long time ago. Okay. He probably edited. He just wanted to get my okay on it. And I thought that was very respectful.
Very, yeah.
And I read it. I'm like, sure. I mean, like, to be honest, he has nothing bad to say about me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like from what I saw. Yeah.
No. I mean, we were, other than him breaking my heart, I'd made peace. We'd made peace together. I'd made peace with him. I made peace with when he was with Teresa. I was happy for her. I mean, enough time had gone by. I was she's my good friend. I was happy for her. I was at her wedding. And now I congratulated him about his fiancée Lana. So like, I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to find a person and to be happy, and so that's really what I'm about. And, and maybe the book, and I told Teresa this, I will support my friend. I adore her. I love her, but it's not my fight. It's not, I mean, I don't know if that sounds like, I don't want to be cold about it, but it's not I'm not saying they're in a fight. It's just not my thing, but I will support her and listen for her. And I will give her advice, but I kind of want to be a little Switzerland. Because it's just not my fight.
It's not your fight. And that's, I'm sure there's many other people in Bachelor Nation that are in that same predicament where they're like friends with Gary, friends with Teresa. And like, I'm not trying to get involved. Like,
I know. And I told her, I was honest with her. I said, I love you. I'm here for you. If you want to cry on my shoulder, I'll listen.
Right, I got you.
Which she really hasn't, but she has been upset many times. And I have talked to her and she's taken my advice. And really, I don't, that's all I can do, really.
That's all you can do. Yeah, I feel you. That's the safer bet, Leslie.
You know what? I know drama.
Protect your peace. Ain't nobody got time for this.
Really, I try to stay out of the drama in the house, and I want to stay out of the house.
Exactly. I feel you on that. All right, guys, before we dive into the recap, Justine is here.
Hey, guys. I couldn't stay away.
She sure couldn't. God, I text her like, bitch, you should not be working. But also, can you come, please?
Literally. I told my mom, I was like, I miss Natasha way more than I thought I was going to. You talk to somebody every day for 7 years, you're like, oh, okay, what's a couple weeks? No, I'm dying.
No. Dying inside. So she's back. I'm so excited. We are doing a little pre-show. She's going to talk, little life update. But also, we're really here to talk Selling Sunset.
Our favorite.
Our favorite. You guys can only listen to this pre-show on Patreon. Again, if you want to see Justine's beautiful face, her glowing, beautiful postpartum face. She looks you look well rested, bitch. I'll give you that.
I'm telling you. And all the links are in the shop buy because it's not rest. I'll tell you that.
It's skincare. You want to see Justine's beautiful face? You want to see us on video? You want to see this episode without ads? You want to join us for Two Black Girls Watch? You got to join us on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/2blackrose. Right now, you can also try a 7-day free trial as well. Shout out to the Rose Garden. All right, Leslie, let's dive into this recap of Fantasy Suites.
All right.
Okay, so there's always a cold open. We cold open. It's Cindy and Mel. They're sitting. She's asking him a pretty direct question. If you put Peggy aside, where do you see our potential? And he says something about if there's a will, there's a way. Like he's like Hallmark cards. What, Mel? What am I gonna do with if there's a will, there's a way? We're at Fantasy Suites.
I felt really that cold open. I felt bad for Cindy. And like, is this edited? And then
we see later.
No.
Anyways, we're in Antigua. It's Fantasy Suites week. Cindy has said she's fallen in love. So we've gone in. She's already said those things to him. Or she's not fallen. She's falling in love.
Falling. Yeah.
Peggy hasn't said that just yet. But this week they can finally talk off camera, which is the most important part, I think, of Fantasy Suites. I forget, going into your Fantasy Suites, had you expressed how you felt to Gary at this point?
Mm-hmm.
You've given him
because in my hometown he told me he loved me.
That's right.
Against the brick wall.
Oh, that's right. Oh, God.
That's when he told me he loved me, and I
dropped the L
think
word.
he said it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, we did.
So yeah, this is what Cindy and Mel and Peggy, what they're going into.
Yeah.
Which is, it's interesting because usually I feel like the person who's more expressive, in this case, Cindy, they would feel like this validation or feel like they're in the lead in some way. But I actually feel like Mel feels a little bit more comfortable with Peggy because she hasn't been as vocal. He almost sees himself in her. They're both kind of like guarding themselves. And I think Cindy kind of scares him in a way. I don't know. Do you get that same sense?
I totally agree with you. I think that Cindy is just almost too vulnerable, although that's her. And I love the fact that she's like that. I think she's very articulate and asks good questions and really articulate about her feelings. And I think that's scaring him. Peg, it's almost like, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna go on a dune buggy, and you're gonna ride crazy, and we're gonna have so much fun, and we don't have to really think about our feelings yet, And I think that maybe she brings out the kid in him. Maybe he likes like that strong woman type. I'm not saying Cindy's a damsel in distress at all, but she is a lot more. I don't want to say the wrong word. A little. I want to say a little more feminine, but
I was going to say feminine,
yeah, I don't want to say Peg's not, but she's definitely a stronger girl, and tougher, I guess. Yeah. And Cindy is more feminine, more she's just she's a class act, and maybe and again, Peg is too. I love them both. I think that they're so different. So, he's got to feel, to me, he looks more comfortable with Peg.
With Peg, yeah. Cindy's like a bit of a lover girl. And I think that makes him a little nervous. Like
and you know what? Just so many guys that want that doting and that.
Yes.
I mean, listen, when she says, I have a lot of love to give, I feel her.
You feel it.
I want so much love. I mean, if I was cuckoo crazy about a guy, I might smother him because I'd be like, what can I do for you? Let me cook. Let me, And because I have so much love to give. It's inside and it's boiling over. And, and my kids are like, enough, Mom. Like, they don't want it anymore. So now, like, what do I do? So I feel Cindy. I do feel that for her.
Yeah. So Mel, he's sitting with the host. They sit and chat. Proposals are allegedly in a week. Do you think Mel's going to propose? He doesn't, to me, seem like the proposing type, but
I can't even imagine him getting down on
I can't imagine that.
Showtime.
Right. Yeah. Anytime they bring up proposals, I'm like, Mel, who are you kidding? Who are you proposing to?
I know. But Gary, I felt was ready from the get-go.
Definitely.
I knew that he was going to propose to someone at the end. I thought it was going to be me, but like you definitely, with this one, it's open-ended.
Very. Very.
And Jesse Hepburn said, yes, the most dramatic ending ever. So I'm wondering
what's coming. Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think of a lead ending without a proposal? Do you think that's like sacrilegious in Bachelor Nation, or are you open to it?
I'm open to it. I think, at our age, we can take an example of Bachelor in Paradise. 3 of those couples did not get engaged, and they're still together, happily together.
True.
So, I mean, and at our age even, I mean, I don't, like, after the Golden Bachelor, I don't know if I want to get married. Like, maybe, but, like, it's not something I have to have.
Have to do.
No, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a loving, amazing relationship. But getting married is not something I have to have. So if it happens, and again, I'm cuckoo crazy about him, sure. But maybe it doesn't have to be a proposal. Maybe it's a commitment ring he gives her. Maybe it's something. Because he doesn't seem, I mean, especially when he's talking to Cindy, he doesn't, I don't know.
About this engagement life at all.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm like over the forced engagement at the end of the show, I think. it's not working, people. Let these people just like go off and date. I think that's fine.
Like, I think we need to I think the show needs to keep up with the times. And I feel like, you know, you read the statistics. I mean, marriage, you know, kind of on the decline.
All right.
And relationships are in. So, you know, I guess we'll see what happens.
We will. Yeah. So yeah, he's talking about the two women with Cindy. He reminds us she was the first out the limo. She's very romantic. She's affectionate. She's, you know, she makes every moment with him count. She's very intentional. Whereas Peggy, as we've described, she has a different energy. He loves her energy. They also connected very early, but she's just a little bit more spunky, very comfortable in her skin. So these are his two ladies. He has not said I love you or falling in love or anything to any of these women. And you could tell the host is like pushing him, like, maybe you should say more this week. Maybe you should say more. And I was wondering if that was production, just like tired of how stiff he's been and trying to like push him to like give us something this week.
Maybe.
Right.
I don't like to put words in anyone's mouth. I speculate, but knowing my friend Jesse, I'm sure he's like, come on.
Exactly. He was pushing him.
But, you know, again, maybe Mel decided that he's not going to say he loves anybody until the very end. And that's okay too.
Which I can respect. I prefer, actually.
Yeah. And then listen, it was Gary told Faith and me at hometowns that he loved us. And he told me in the overnight. So you know, I can respect Mel's
guarding it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, Mel says, he doesn't know he's going to do what's natural for him in terms of what he says, but he is going to push himself to at least show how he feels. So that's like his challenge for himself for the week.
Yes.
So Peggy, we see Peggy, she's getting ready for the week. You know, she's saying she can definitely see herself getting engaged at the end. However, she is going into the week not sure how Mel feels. Cindy's saying the same thing. She's going in terrified. She doesn't know how Mel feels at all. Neither of these women have gotten any real validation. Now, validation kind of like, there's levels to it. There's Gary telling everybody he's in love with them, and then there's Mel not telling them anything.
There's definitely like there's
a spectrum.
Got to be in the middle.
Exactly.
Because I went into that week, to be honest with you, thinking I'm going to get engaged. I mean,
you could tell you just knew that it was you.
Especially after the overnight.
Right.
I said to my producer, I guess I'm the one.
Oh my God.
So I mean, it was weird. I would almost rather have it where Cindy and Peg, they don't know. They probably have a little bit more, you know, thickness in their stomach. I was like, girl, I'm good. Let's go pick out my dress, you know.
Oh my God.
So I almost made Hunter would have had like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? You know?
Yeah. I feel you. That feels like safer in a way to sit in the unknown rather to sit in I know. When they actually don't really know, because then they could change it up.
You still have some wall up. You still have a guard up. When you know you're completely like you're when you dropped, you're dropping so hard and so fast. You know.
Yeah.
And their drop won't be quite as hard and fast.
As hard. Yeah.
Whoever.
Whoever it is. Yeah. That's the challenge for the lead. Strike that balance. Because I feel for Peggy and Cindy in the sense that they don't know anything. You know, that also feels really tough.
And the one doesn't know if the other one knows anything.
Yeah. They're wondering about the other person. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to find that balance. I'm trying to think what lead has struck that balance really well. I think any lead that hasn't outright said, I love you to people, but still had women in the finale feeling good.
I think until the very end, maybe Joey, maybe. I mean, because everybody respected him, and he didn't say "I love you" to anyone, but he was so present and so, you know, there for them. So.
For all of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now Peggy is up first, and I'm a Peggy fan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for Peggy personally.
No, she's great. Great. Yeah.
I too like her energy. I think what I like about her is she gives me the sense that she's also assessing Mel in a way. Whereas Cindy makes me nervous because I feel like she's just all in on Mel. And I want her to be a little bit more discerning. And I feel like Peggy has that discernment that I like feel safe around.
Yeah. She's doing it the right way. You know, she's not like, you know, and she's actually thinking she's thinking about things and she's asking good questions and, you know.
Right. Now, hometown, she said, deepened her feelings for him. But what she needs to know for this week is if Mel is someone who can communicate their feelings. And she's still unsure if he's comfortable doing that. Because he's not really communicating his feelings. Have you dated someone this emotionally muted before? How do you deal with this? Yeah.
I don't gravitate towards that kind of man.
Me neither. Yeah.
So I have not dated anyone like that because that wouldn't, I mean, if I had gone on a few dates with someone like Mel, I probably say there's 3 days, it probably wouldn't be a fourth because I mean, you know, again, at this age, especially at this age, I want someone who is my best friend, who we can talk. I mean, you know, that's what thing I did like about Gary. We talked and he told me his feelings and stuff. And, you know, and even my ex-husbands, I feel like they were very vulnerable when they needed to be. And it's nice to have someone a little vulnerable because then you feel like you're maybe a little bit of it taking care of them and you can help them through things. So that's just, you know, who I gravitate towards more.
Yeah. I'm the same. My husband is a more emotional being. He can talk feelings. Like I don't have to pull things out of him. Like I feel I feel for Peggy and Cindy. I'm like, this is work. I don't want to have to work like this to get this person to open up.
No,
it's not attractive to me, but
no.
Sure. Mel. So Mel picks up Peggy in a little dune buggy. And he's driving Miss Daisy. When he's driving this dune buggy.
What the hell?
So slow. My God.
Wow. I would have been the same way. I'm like, are you joking?
Is this a joke?
Because Gary and I went on those ATVs and he was going fast and I just had never been on one, but you know, he's kind of a little daredevil. I like that. Yeah. I feel that so masculinity, like let's so fast.
Yeah, it like doesn't match Mel in a way. No. The way he looks.
He's like this big, I know,
strapping guy, and then he's so like such a scaredy cat. Like he's not adventurous. It's odd. So yeah, he's driving Miss Daisy. Peggy's like whipping it around and having really fun. Yeah. And Mel says in his confessional, again, loves her passion, loves her zest. I feel like I personally now seeing how he's driving this dune buggy, I feel like he needs a Peggy. He needs someone to like pull him out of his shell a bit, right? Like,
yeah, I agree. That I do see them together. I mean, I don't want to say either way because I don't know, but I do see them. Yeah, I can see them.
I can see this being a nice match.
Yeah.
So yeah, they chat. You know, Peggy shares a little bit more about how, and her family's very protective. You know, she was the oldest sister. She's the protector. Yeah. She was a firefighter. Like that's just kind of like the role that she plays. But she was cheated in her past relationship, and so trust is a thing for her. You know, it takes time for her. I wanted to ask you because you've been married twice. You know, you said your ex there's infidelity. You've also gone on this show. You won a Bachelor in Paradise. Like you put yourself out there. Like how have you rebuilt trust in yourself, the ability to trust others?
It's a really good question. It's very hard for me. Before I went on Golden Bachelor, I had 2 long-term relationships pretty much in the 20-some years I was divorced.
Okay.
I got burned on both of those as well. there was infidelity for sure on one, and another one that was something else. But so I'm like, that's what when I said that on the Golden Bachelor, I have a bad picker. I don't know. I mean, I just it's very hard for me to build that trust. Yeah. And I felt like, with Gary, he wasn't the guy I normally go for. And then I thought, Leslie, I'm being open-minded. I'm being open-hearted. I'm, usually I'm like that shallow Hal where they're not dated, can't be that, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. And I found myself really attracted to Gary and, I was falling for him and I was kind of proud of myself for putting down my walls and like, whoa, this is so new for me. Right. And then that's why when he broke up with me like that, that's why I lost it because it's just, it brought me right back to all the other relationships where I wasn't the one. And people misconstrue that for like, oh, she's broken. She thinks she never gets chosen. No, that's not it at all. I just, I had trauma in my relationships and it kind of brought me back. Right. And so now I haven't dated since the show at all. Okay. And or since Bachelor in Paradise, if you can call Gary and I were dating on the show, I don't know. But I am ready to open my heart again, although I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard because I have that wall up again a little bit. Yeah. And I don't want it there, but I just got to protect myself.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not there for no reason. It's trying to protect you because of
the
past of like past history and trauma. So well, I applaud you. We all applaud you for always putting yourself out there. Honestly,
I'm trying, and I tell this to my kids. You got to throw things to the wall, see if they stick. I say that all the time. It's my motto. So to put myself out there, but at the same time, I'm still a little guarded.
Yeah, so. Naturally so. And I think probably for a good reason. Now Peggy, so they're sitting and chatting, right? Peggy is like waxing poetic about how much she loves deeply and she loves deeply, she hurts deeply and, all of this going on and on and on. And Mel the whole time is just like, oh, nice. Oh, good. How'd you like the Doom Buggy? Just like totally.
I'm going to tell you, like, if I said stuff like that to Gary and he had tears in his eyes.
Yes, Gary was already crying. He was right there with you.
And and so like this guy, I'm like, are you in there?
Are you there? Really though?
I know.
Oh my God.
It's like a pantomime. Are you?
Are you in the box? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could see Peggy kind of picking up on this. And in her confessional, she says she's wondering if he is emotionally guarded or if he's emotionally unavailable.
Yeah. And you don't know. And one could be, misconstrued for the other. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Because guarded you can kind of work with a little bit. We're all a little guarded to some extent. And usually,
because
as you said,
just chip away at that, when you're in a relationship. But unavailable is probably something he's been like his whole life. Maybe. Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about his marriage. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although now she's with a woman, that should tell you everything. But just
that
kidding.
Probably is giving us a lot of tea. Yeah.
I'm so kidding. Oh my God.
But it's true. It gives context. I mean, it would give me, that would maybe mess me up a little bit. Like it would give me context as to why I'm showing up so stiff and unavailable in a sense. Yeah. So I felt Peggy. She's trying to decipher, is it guardedness? Is it unavailability? Like, what is it?
And she's used to diffusing bombs, so
that's true. If anybody can do it, maybe it's Peggy.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, time for the nighttime portion of their date. Peggy goes into the night again. Her objective: she needs to see if he can get vulnerable, if he can get open. That is like that is her objective for the night. I'm assuming you as well. Did you have an objective going into Fantasy Suites? Like, do you have like a goal for this night?
I think the only goal I had, first of all, Gary and I laughed a lot. We did kind of make each other laugh. He got my humor, which not everyone gets. So if he's getting my humor, I'm just going to keep making him laugh.
Right.
You know, like I say stupid things, and sometimes I did edit it out, but it's okay. Anyways, my goal was to just spend time with him, really. Just to get to know him better, for him to get to know me better, like I said, and just spend some quality time without those damn mics on and without the cameras on. I mean, that is like, you don't know how that feels. That's
yeah.
I was looking up in the ceiling. I'm like, I know there's a camera
watching us. Yeah.
Like, but I'm like, I don't think they can do that. But anyways, yeah, I guess it was really just to spend time together, quality time that we hadn't had.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and maybe seal the deal. I don't know.
I mean, we got other objectives to figure out while we're here.
Exactly.
Now, so Peggy shares with Mel that this whole journey has been like very unexpected. She didn't think she'd want to get married again. And now here she is kind of like playing with this idea and is actually like very excited by it. And can actually like see it with him. And that's kind of like shocking her.
Right.
He says to her, finally, he says something that we can hold on to. He says to her, I really like you a lot. It's almost too good to be true. I love being around you. I like your energy and spirit. I want to explore further. This was like pretty big, I feel like.
That's about as much as we're going to get.
This is the most we're going to get. I mean, I'll take it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a big moment for both of them, and definitely for Peggy to kind of be like, look, I was not thinking marriage and now I'm thinking marriage. Like, that's surprising for me.
It happens on that show, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it's such an unexpected, it's such a short experience that you're like, in your mind, there's no way. And then you get to the point where you're like, oh shit, maybe I can.
I know. But then again, there is something that's called long engagement.
Yes.
You know? It's not like you're getting married right then and there.
Right away. So, that is true. Yeah. So yeah, they head to the fantasy suites. You know, he says the way she's looking at me, the way she's talking to me, that's love. Like, he's definitely seeing it from Peggy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they kick everybody out and they have their night.
Yeah.
Now, the next morning, Mel feels closer to her. They have similar pasts. They're both divorced. They talked extensively, it seems, about their divorce, which is interesting, as you said, like on camera. I mean, I've been giving Mel shit. I'm like, tell me more about this divorce. Like, what's going on? Now I'm seeing that she's remarried. Like, I want to know, but I understand, like, that's probably something that he is guarding. For the fantasy suites. I can understand that. So yeah, they definitely seem to connect a lot on the divorce bit, and they understand each other more now. And so Peggy says she's feeling safe, seen, and heard. So that's nice for her.
I mean, exactly. And Teresa being a widow like Gary, they had the same thing in that area. You know what I mean? Divorce was sometimes a decibel ground, but you know, people don't know my whole story, and that was okay. But Gary did, so that's really all that matters.
That's enough. Yeah. Time for Cindy, our lover girl, Cindy. She's all excited. She says she has imagined Mel getting down on one knee 1,000,000 times. Said,
a million.
1,000,000. I can't even imagine him getting down on one knee once. I don't know how she keeps picturing this.
Those shoes are going to get in the way.
Right. Somebody got to help him up. Like,
oh my God, that was funny. He made Justine put the shoes on in the beginning of the episode.
Those some comfortable shoes. So yeah, she is, you know, Cindy, she loves some Mel. So he says his feelings for her are growing. He says he feels she could be perfect for him. He feels amazing with her. They have good chemistry. I think he obviously likes Cindy. I think he also likes the idea of Cindy. I think they look good together. I think it's like more of a fairy tale romantic kind of love between them. I think he's like the strapping man. She's like the very feminine woman, as you said. I think in his head, this should work, right?
Yeah,
like the sense
of course.
you get.
And you do vacillate. You're like, okay, I'm going to picture this person. Now I'm going to picture that person. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it's not an easy place to be at all.
Yeah. So Cindy is really wanting to learn more about how he feels. That's like her objective for the week, to learn his intentions, what are his plans for the future, like start to do some of that future talking, basically.
Yeah.
For their date, they go swimming with stingrays. She describes them as they're like puppies.
Yeah.
Have you? I don't.
No, I have not.
Okay.
But this is when I was watching that, I was thinking I probably would do that, you know, as long as I knew they weren't going to
sting me. Yeah.
But they're obviously a little domesticated, I think, or right. something. I don't know. They probably have their sting taken off. Who knows?
Something. Yeah.
But I'm kind of adventurous that way. I probably would have been fine with it. I was a little bit like the bigness of them were, but it was so cute how they're kind of rubbing up next to her. I thought that was kind of cute. So
yeah,
and I like the fact that she wasn't scared.
She was not scared at all. She had done it before. No. Yeah, she was like down for it. Mel's lack of adventure is just turning me off.
I mean, it's
this is not cute, Mel. It's not cute. He didn't want to touch them. He was so timid. He didn't want to go anywhere near her. It was like
he's like standing, and you can see like they have a camera down below. He's just standing there.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, really? You can't like inch your way forward?
Just a little bit. Honestly, I know it's a small thing, it's the stingrays, whatever, but it feels like it's a bigger issue. It would manifest in other ways. This lack of adventure, this like timidness, it would manifest somewhere else that I'm just like, this is actually, for me, a little bit, maybe a yellow flag, maybe an orange flag.
Turn off because it probably does, but we're not saying that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't know what that is, but it's there.
It's there. Anyways, they sit on the boat. They chat about hometown. She says she was like very impressed by him with her, her family. And, she says like, I can't wait to learn more about you later. And he says, I'm an open book, which, okay, Mel, you're trying to convince me.
An ebook? I mean, what do you mean? What kind of book are we talking here?
What book are we talking about? I'm still trying to find this chapter.
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, is it the cameras? Because he's saying I'm an open book. Maybe he is off camera, like, and we just don't see that, Mel. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now, Cindy, going into the night, she's keeping an eye on the types of questions he's going to ask her, which I think it makes a lot of sense. I think that's important. Is he asking deep questions about the future?
Right.
Because he thinks he can get there with me, or are we going to be on the surface? And that is like, that's scary. That's a big red flag, right?
Totally.
Now, Cindy, they go for dinner. He tells her he's, still working out in his head. He's still very torn between her and Peggy. He keeps saying to her, there's another person, and the whole vibe of their dinner just felt a little different than Peggy's.
It felt so different, and there was so much dead space. And I mean, unless that was edited, I don't know, but he was like, they were just staring at each other, and she asked a question and he doesn't answer, and he's just staring at her, and I am I was like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
So strained. It felt very strained.
I know.
Yeah. So, it's just a different vibe than Peggy. She asks him, where do you see us? This is when he says the whole, if there's a will, there's a way, shenanigans.
Yeah. Again, that doesn't, you say that when you want to do something like climb a mountain where there's a will, there's a way,
Right.
This didn't even,
this doesn't apply. This ain't relevant.
No, it did not apply to that question, actually.
Not at all. So she's obviously frustrated because he's not asking the deep questions she thought, and he's not there's a will, there's a way. That's not giving me anything. So she's still like, they're not really making progress in the way that she wanted. Right. He also says like, all of this takes time. A leap of faith is not how I operate. And isn't this whole process a little bit of a leap of faith?
It's completely
the whole thing.
I mean, what else do you call it?
Why are you here? Do you know what show this is? Like, are you confused, sir? Like,
we're not on Family Feud here.
No,
we're on the Golden Bachelor.
Golden Bachelor. It's fantasy suite time. I need you to wake up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like he's trying to, which is gonna be maybe his, I don't know, downfall, but like the thing with Mel is his head is getting in the way. He's gonna try to like Jedi mind trick, hack the system somehow, and like
exactly.
This is not,
I wish you would just be more open and fluid.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Lead more with your heart feelings. Like, this is what this process is about. So yeah, she asks him, interesting question, why did you wait to get married? I guess Mel was a little older when he got married. He's only been married once. I guess he was in his 40s, I want to say. And he said it just wasn't the right time. It was all about timing. When I get married, it's, I got to mean it. And just kept repeating like, time. We just have to develop over time. It's got to take time. And just like, this show, there's no time. Like, there is no time. Like,
in fact, it's even accelerated because Golden Bachelor is actually shorter time than the regular.
Oh my God, that's true.
I know.
So timing is like a big thing for him, and then
which let's just admit, we're all glad it's for sure this season. We're glad that it's shorter.
Yes, good.
I don't know. I'm like an handle 2 hours of Mel every
I cannot. Absolutely not.
And you know what? I hope I get to meet him someday. I am. I'm not. I have nothing against you, Mel. Really, I don't. I think you're. No. I bet you're a great guy.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
That's
but this has been tough, Mel. This has been tough. So yeah, she's, Cindy's trying to process what he's saying to her. He's very reserved still. Yeah. She's kind of doing the same thing as Peggy. Like, is this is trauma just manifesting? Is this just guardedness from the past? Yeah. Like, but then she's also wondering, is he discarded with Peggy or is it just me? Like,
I know. It's hard. Yeah. You really get in your head when you're there and you don't see what's going on with the other woman. And I feel for them. My heart kind of like, it seems like Peggy was just in her lane and didn't think about it. Yeah. But I'm sure she did. Did.
Yeah, of course. When you're down, just a random question. When you're down to this point, right? Who, and you're processing, you're thinking through everything, you're overanalyzing, whatever, like, who are you doing this with? Is it just yourself? Are you journaling? Are you talking to a producer? Can you trust the producers? Like, how are you getting through this day?
It's hard. I mean, you're journaling and you do have a producer, and the producer's probably been with you since day one. So they know you and you know them. And but there was times where I didn't know if I could trust what they were telling me. Is it for TV? Should I really say that? Should I, so not that I don't trust them. I just, you start to wonder. You start to wonder, and I'm like, I need to call my daughter. And they're like, nope.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, I got to talk to somebody.
Someone who knows me, like, really.
Exactly. But so no, they don't want any outside influence, and understandably so. But yeah, I mean, journaling does help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the episode. Now next week is the 2-hour finale. We see Mel's sons are coming. We see a good friend of his is coming, and we hear her say that, he's letting his head get in the way. We do see a moment during the preview which who knows what this is, but Mel is sitting with Peggy and he's telling Peggy about his overnight with Cindy.
Yeah, I know.
That makes me nervous. I'm like, is this a breakup conversation? What is that? Why would he be sitting with Peggy and telling her about hometown? Or
I don't know. I have some theories, but I really don't want to say because I really don't know. I'm just trying to go through some of the, thoughts and maybe some of the scenarios where that would happen.
Yeah.
And of course, we're seeing a snippet of what he's saying to her. A small
part. Yeah.
A very small part. So it could be, maybe she asked him, or something. We don't know. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going on.
What that is.
Because they didn't really show any. I don't think I'm wrong, but they didn't really show any previews of Cindy and Mel in the fantasy suite. Did they?
That's true. We haven't seen her go to the fantasy suites.
Not yet. No. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. We did not see that. We saw the sons. We saw him sitting with Peggy. We saw Cindy, but that could have been like B-roll from this episode or this.
But he did say, I had my overnight with her last night. So obviously she was there. But I don't know. I just, they like to keep you on the edge. So.
And these editors work overtime. Let me tell you. They be working at Bachelor Nation at these editing.
Yeah.
What are do you have any predictions for the finale? Do you think there's an engagement? Do you think he chooses someone? Is he leaving alone? Are they leaving? The women leaving? What do you think is going to happen?
I feel that, I feel if you're asking me who he's going to pick, I feel like in my head, he's leaning towards Peg. I feel like their relationship is a little bit more fun to watch. I think she does bring out a side of him that he likes. And, she's a strong woman and he probably, being a football player, maybe he really likes that. So that's really my only prediction. As far as getting engaged, I could honestly say, I don't know. It could be a promise ring. It could be a long engagement ring. I have really don't have, I don't know. I have no thoughts on it yet, but I could see them just getting a ring and saying, we're going to be together. Yeah.
I think I feel exactly the same with you. I think it's Peggy. I think Peggy's going to make it to the end. I don't know if I see an engagement either. That I don't see in the cards, but I could see him at least choosing Peggy. I see people saying that they think that he's going to leave alone. And I'm like, oh man, is that what we want to watch?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, that would be the most dramatic ending ever. We haven't heard Sophie say that.
That's true. I didn't see that yet.
I don't know. All I know is that whoever's number 2, I'm here for you.
Yes, you got them.
You can call me anytime.
Absolutely. Leslie, thank you so much. This was so fun.
Oh, thank you so much, Tasha. I really had fun. You guys are amazing. Love your podcast and all things Bachelors. My thanks.
Yes, absolutely. Where can people find you, follow you? Are you doing anything special or anything new you want to tease or put out there?
I'm not really doing anything special. It could be something special. Maybe just keep your eye open for that in the next couple weeks. That's all I can say.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm just kidding. I'm just everywhere.
Yes.
You can follow me at Leslie Fhima on my Instagram. My same thing with my TikTok. I work, I'm a fitness instructor. I go on retreats every year. I go to Costa Rica actually every year. So actually Bachelor in Paradise was my 12th time in Costa Rica.
Oh, wow.
And it's like my home away from home. I love it there. And, I do little fun TikTok dances with my granddaughter and feel free to comment how she's so much better than me. It's all good.
Amazing. Amazing. You guys join the conversation on Patreon. Sound off in the comments. What are your predictions for the finale? Did you agree with me and Leslie and our take on this fantasy suites? You have different thoughts? Let us know. Join the Rose Garden on Patreon, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.